Hi everybody, welcome to Friday Sews. I'm Alison and this is Sew Like Dotty and this is our little weekly catch up together. So I hope that you are all doing really well. I hope you've enjoyed some happy, lovely sewing, and yeah, thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to run through a make that I've completed, which I'm really over the moon to get done, so that's coming up. A little something I've received and a little something that I've altered, which I meant to tell you about last week and I think I edited out or even the week before. But yeah, welcome to my last Friday Sews of January. Thank you to one of you who did comment last week when I'd put the date on my vlog and said it was February, but really, is it still January? I mean, does anybody else feel like that? I mean, you know, I'm in my mid-50s, I've had a few Januaries, but this feels like it's been a really long one. And because of that, I don't know, because of that, I struggled a bit this week. It wasn't that I'd lost my sojo, I think I'd just lost my mojo and needed a bit of extra chill out on those nice days off that I've got earlier in the week. But I did get my act together on Tuesday and had a lovely bit of sewing and got a garment finished, which I'm really, really pleased about. So over the next couple of weeks, got a few things coming up. So I will have my February sewing plans. I'm trying to work out what day to release that. So probably early next week. Keep a lookout for that. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click that subscription button and the bell that's got the little lines on it, and then you'll get a notification through when things are released. I'm excited about the things I've chosen for February, but more of that on that vlog. And then I'll be back on Friday with my regular Friday sews. And then on the Sunday, so a week on Sunday, which I think might be the 3rd of February, I'll be releasing my Sew Frugal vlog. So great to be participating in the Sew Frugal challenge again, with Sam from Frugalisma and Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl. So get ready for that in February, but more of that next week. So first of all, another thing that I got through the post, so this is the Jackson sweatshirt that I finished a couple of weeks ago with this lovely sparkly silver ribbon. Lots of you have been onto the Woolbox website and ordered this, so it's about £2.80 a metre. I know they've not got loads left, but I did order some more. So I just got up this plain black one. The camera can pick it up with the white, but can you see the silver sparkle in that? Not got a particular project, I just thought, you know what, this one is a bit more like traditional ribbing, where this one has maybe a little bit less stretch, so I should have probably done this a bit smaller, but hey ho. So I've got a couple of different colours of that just to put into my stash. I got 3 pieces of that because I just love how this finishes this off. I just feel like it elevates it a bit more. So I'll put a link in the description box to that. On their website you search for Lurex. I think that's what you search for. It's a bit random, not ribbing or cuffing. But I know a lot of you have already got that. If you have, let me know which ones you've got. So the garment that I wanted to update you with really this week was this dress, which I feel like you've lived with me, the two makes of you've lived with me for ages. So you'll remember, if you've been with me for a while, that the Fibre Mood Soraya jumper, I did a hacked version in this fabric, which was from First for Fabrics. Not sure if they've still got that in, but I'll put a link in if they do. And I did the channels, and do you remember the neck was like, and then I revisited it and it was like, and now I'm happy with it. So in the end I bit the bullet and I took out the 2, where's the channel, I can't even see, can you? I took out the 2 drawstrings here. So the top and bottom of it is, when I hacked this into a dress, which I think I will do again, why am I pointing at you, that's rude, but when I went back to the original pattern, where it's joined together is more here. So obviously I think it comes up to the shoulder, so it avoids the pull around the neck, and that was the top and bottom of it. The 2 drawstring threads that go through to ruche it, I think that's the right word, we're just going to pull and pull on here. So in the end I took the neckband off that I'd put in. No, I didn't take it right off actually, I just took it off. I keep trying to find it because it's such a busy fabric that you can't really see that it's joined. I just took the neckband off here, which released the 2 like channel thread things, pulled them out the bottom, and then reattached the same neckband back on, and then top stitched it again. So I have been wearing it. I'm really happy with it. So it's a long jumper dress. Really happy with that one. So yeah, I put that in a couple of weeks ago, and then when I did my edit, I think I just edited it out. So can we have a drum roll, please? Thank you. So remember this, you've lived, you've breathed it with me. The Fibre Mood Vinney jacket is finished. Yay! So Fibre Mood Vinney, as you can see, it's a bomber jacket. Their version of it, if you want to look at more, just put the hashtag, what do you look for? Fibre Mood Vinney, I think. It's VINNY. I keep putting an E in it, and that's not right. On Instagram, and you can see some lovely different versions of it. So as you can see, it comes down to a sort of a hip length, and I, as I've said, I wanted it a little bit more cropped than that. It does come with, I'll probably show you this better on the line drawings. So it's got these pockets and a pocket on the sleeve. I've gone with no pocket. I wasn't bothered about the pocket on the sleeve. I've never put anything in it anywhere. But because I've cropped it, I wasn't sure how the pockets would go. And I think this sort of pocket, where it's sort of positioned, if I'd moved it up, probably wouldn't. So I'll pick it up and show you it and get rid of the bits of paper. So that was in Fibre Mood 26, I think, or might have been 25. But you can order it individually off the website. So here we go, guys. It is finished in this super duper noisy fabric. I will drop some pictures in of it. So the zip is in. I'm over the moon because you know I've really procrastinated over this zip. Originally I was going to do the neckband in black ribbing, which I had cut out. And if you remember last week, I think I shared it with you, and I had put, or the week before, and I had put the black ribbing on the cuffs. But as you can see, I've gone with the actual traditional fabric. I'll tell you more about that why. And I decided to do the same on the band at the bottom. So this fabric is waterproof. It's super thick. Let me just, which side can I show you easily? So you've got the inside sort of, you don't need to line it because it's already self-lined. I mean, it's rustly, it's noisy, but it's finished. It fits. I've been wearing it, had it on for work today, so I've had to remember to bring it back upstairs. I'm super proud of myself. Like that. I'll just move it out of the way while I wrestle with it. Okay, so you'll see in the pictures when I'll put them in so they run alongside our little conversation. So it is fairly cropped. It's probably slightly longer than I would have preferred it to be, but it is around my waist. I'm really happy in this fabric that I didn't go with pockets because it's so bulky to start with. I think if I'd put pockets in, particularly in this fabric, it would have just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I will 100% be making it again. I think in lots of different fabrics it would look really, really nice, particularly like maybe to make a nice summer jacket in it. And I think with the cropped version, because I would always make it more of a cropped length, I like things that finish around my waist, like this is cropped. When I say cropped, it's like here's my natural waist and it finishes like here. So when I've got this on, you can't see this, so it's slightly longer, so maybe it is the right length. But I think I would probably just put some actual side pockets in with maybe a little popper or something on, or a magnetic catch or something like that. I mean, I'm not a big pocket fan in dresses and trousers and stuff, but in a jacket I think it is handy. But I always have a crossbody bag with me anyway. So why did I change the cuffs and things? I think I went to Instagram and I was looking at the pictures on there. And there are some that have got this sort of ribbed, like the striped rib on. I thought, do you know what, for the first time I'm going to run with the actual fabric. I want it to be waterproof, and that's why I bought it, and that's what it is. When I'd put the cuffs on in the black rib, I realised afterwards that you're meant to thread elastic through here. However, I've got to say, because this is so bulky, that's just a nice sort of fit on my wrist. And I've done it so it sort of finishes just here. So I haven't put the elastic in because I don't really think it would come in that much, and I don't really want it to be tight around my wrist. The back of it has got a like a facing. So I did put a lovely little Rosy Cheeks handmade label in there, which I think looks quite nice. I was going to put a sweary one in because I have been talking about it since October, but I didn't think that would be suitable for hanging up in the office, so I went with the normal one. I just need to tell you guys, can I have a bit of an art look? I didn't record on Tuesday because this is, I don't know how well you can see, can you see this here? I've had an allergic reaction to the Liberty perfume that was in my beauty drop, which I should have thought about before I sprayed it on here, but I haven't reacted on my wrists. But on Sunday, so I'm recording this Thursday night, I've had this full reaction round here, so it's been very swollen, which has made all of my, what do you call it, turkey neck look even worse, and itchy. So yes, I'm taking all the right medication. I've got hydrocortisone, I'm taking hay fever tablets, I'm doing everything I can, but it'll take a good week or so to go down. So yeah, anyway, I digress. It's just that if anybody's going, what's going on with the neck? You'll all be looking at my neck now. Makes a change from looking at my boobs, because normally I'm standing up going, don't look at my boobs. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. What else can I tell you about it? The zip went in much easier. It's the first time that I've ever sewn a zip that obviously divides into two pieces. Obviously part of the challenge was to make sure that it was even at the bottom, which it is. Not just the zips even, but the bottom of the jacket is even. So I'm really, really pleased with that. I didn't particularly try to pattern match in terms of where the diamonds fall in the fabric, but it's just randomly worked out that way. So happy days, that's all right with me. I think the only thing that I would do differently is, because this, well, not differently, that I'm going to do, because this fabric's so stiff, where the facing goes in, it's tending to sort of scratch when I've got it zipped up in the car. So I might just flatten that down. And what I have done with this in places with the facing is been a bit sneaky. So because it's got this diamond quilting, I have done a bit of stitch in the ditch on the, I think it's the left side where you've got the zip facing, just to keep it in place, just because it's so bulky, and obviously it's like nylon, so I can't press it at all, which was a bit tricky. But I might just put a couple of stitches in there so that's flattened down, so I'm not getting that scratchiness. It's just on, I've just scratched that there, so it's just on this side here, but there's a line there where I could just go down and do that, so that would be really easy to do. I think when I make this again, which I 100% am, what I would do is, so on this side you've got the zip, I think it's called like the zip facing, you know, like you'd normally have, and then you've got the facing that actually comes up and lines the inside. I think in hindsight I could have done this bit in a thinner fabric anyway, and I think that's all fine and dandy and stuff on this side, but on this side where this, I've stitched it down where this bit is, I'm just not sure it really needs it on, because I think the facing itself would be enough, and obviously for this it's added a lot of bulk, so I might kind of just have a look at that, because you could play around with that before you hem it up and finish the bottom of it anyway. But yeah, so I've never made a bomber jacket before. I've never put a zip in a outer garment before. Obviously I didn't put like the welt pockets and stuff in it, but I think that was a good decision based on the fabric. I think if I was doing it again in a quilted fabric, I'd try and get something that was softer, more of like that, I call it like a duck down fabric. Carl has a super dry jacket that's so soft and kind of flattens off nicely. Actually, my daughter has one from M&S. So I think I would probably try and get something that was more like that if I made a quilted one again. But I think this would be gorgeous in kind of, I don't know, like almost like a, I just think there's loads of different fabrics you could make it in. And there is a tutorial on their YouTube if you do want to line it as well. But I think instead of like a cardigan in the summer, I think to make this in a summer weight jacket would be really, really nice, particularly in a plain colour, to wear instead of a cardigan. I think that would just elevate it, is going to be my word of the day. So I'm going to move it because it's so noisy. But yeah, I had it on work today, so I was all me made at work. My Sadie skirt, my jumper and my jacket. my DMs, which I haven't made, obviously. So that's been my week, really. So as I say, yeah, it's not that I didn't have my sojo, but on Monday I just was like, I just couldn't be bothered with anything, really. We'd been out on Sunday and had a lovely walk. We were so blessed to be near the coast. It's probably about 10 to 15 minutes drive to Whitley Bay. So I'll put a little video kind of in the side. I mean, that was when the first storm was supposed to land in the UK this week, and then it got downgraded in our area. So if you have been elsewhere in the UK, I really hope that you haven't been too affected by all of that, because I know it has been really, really bad, and we've had 2 storms in the end this week. But I think everybody must have had the same idea on Sunday: head to the coast, get a coffee. We walked the dog along the front. It was quite busy, but it was nice to just get those cobwebs blown away. And I think what I'm missing is, although I'd started work in the office this time last year, like literally just, I think I do struggle in the winter, whether it's seasonal affective disorder, I don't know. And I think this year I'm really feeling it, because I suppose last year I didn't start that job till January, so October, November, December I was still around a lot in the daytime, kind of in and out of the house, catching the sunlight and just feeling the benefit of that, where this year I'm more go to the office in the dark, coming home in the dark, or being in here and working and it's dark. It's just dark, isn't it? It's just gloomy. But I'm not trying to bring the tone down. I'm just sort of saying that this is a bit of how I've been feeling this week. So I've been thinking about positive things that I can do. So the other thing I wanted to do was say I have moved on my Audible to Bridget Jones's Diary, which I've enjoyed listening to again. And I'm laughing at different bits of it, because there's a bit of it where she's trying to program the video recorder in the book. And it made me laugh, because it's so long since I had a video recorder now. I kind of was like, oh my God, I forgot what a nightmare it was to program and use and blah, blah, blah. So there were bits of it that I found quite funny that I didn't before. But lots of you mentioned outside of the UK and in Ireland that through your libraries you can access Audible, like audio books. So I've actually downloaded the forms and we're going to go and register at our library. Something box you download as an app onto your phone, and once it's set up you can download them onto that. So that might be quite useful, and it might save me $7.99 a month. And also, because Cal was thinking about doing it as well, that would be quite a saving for us, wouldn't it, as a family? So thank you for those tips. See, I do read everything. So I'm going to leave it there. This week, what have I got planned? My Margot pinafore is cut out. Obviously, I've still got until, is next Wednesday the end of January? I think so. It's the Stitch In Tyne social sewing session on Sunday. I'm not sure. I might take one of my February projects there, something that I know I can just sort of get on with quite like easily. And yeah, I'm just pretty much everything I'm going to make in February I've actually got cut out this week. So although I've not done a lot of sewing, I've done a lot of prep. So that's a good thing, isn't it? So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've had a lush week. I hope you have a lovely week next week. As always, drop me some comments. Let me know what you're up to, what you're making, and just a bit of general crack on. That's absolutely grand. And I'll catch up with you really soon. Bye for now.